If you have ever wondered where all your money goes every month, this is for you. In this video, I will show you how to design a simple but powerful expense tracker in Google Sheets. It will automatically total your expenses, help you categorize spending, and even give you quick insights for better money control. Let's get started.
So the first thing we want to do is to open a blank Google Sheet. So we can do that by simply coming to this part of the screen that has all the Google apps. So I'll click on it and scroll down to locate Google Sheets. So this is it here. So I'll click on it and then I will open a blank sheet. So the first thing I will do once it's open is to title this sheet. So let's call it Smart Expense Tracker. Sorry. Smart Expense Tracker. Okay. So that is done. The next thing we want to do is to plan our structure. So we need the first column, the first row here, as headers to structure out our expense tracker. So let's call the first cell dates. Then the second one, let's call it category. Then the next, let's call it description, because you also need to give description to your expenses. All right. Next is amounts. Then we can also have payment method. Okay. So we can highlight the whole column like this and click on just one of the borders to increase them. So just to increase the size, but all of them will have the same size by highlighting them together. So the next thing we want to do now is also to click on the whole row from here, right? It selects the whole row. Okay, and we can come to our ribbon here to make those text bold, right? So they are bold now, and then we can also align them to the center by coming here, click on this option here, the one that has horizontal align, then select the center align. You can see all the text are now aligned to the center. So another thing we can also do is to give it a fill color, right? We can give it a fill color, right? Let's come to the ribbon, select fill color here, and let's do a light gray fill. All right, so you can see that. And next is also for us to make this whole row, let us make it frozen. Let's freeze it, right? For example, if I scroll down now, the top row, the headers, they are no longer visible, right? But I want them to remain visible. So what I will do is to click on the whole row and then come to my ribbon here and select view, right? And then I'll come to freeze. Then I'll select one row, that's row 1. So the whole of the row now is frozen, right? If I scroll down now, right, as you can see, the headers remain visible. Okay, so perhaps we should just change this fill color to something more colorful. So let's do is it lilac or purple now? So let's do that. Okay, maybe we should increase the font for these headers. So it's currently on 10, so we can just increase it a bit. Okay, fine. So we've done that. Right now I think we should move to the next action. Now let's add some sample entries so that you can see this in action. Okay, so under our dates, let's say 8/11, right, 2025. Category, let's say food. Okay, description, let's say lunch. Okay, so amount, let's say 1,000. Payment method, let's say transfer. Okay, let's add something else. Let's say same date, 11th 2025. Let's say transport. Okay, let's say Uber ride. Okay, amount, let's say 5,000. Payment method, let's say debit card. you know, let's add something else. Let's say 7. Okay, and this time around, let's say utilities. Okay, utilities, electricity, and amount. Let's say 20,000. Um, let's say cash for this one. Okay. So I think I would still like to fill some data up to 12th, up to the 12th um, row. So here I like to have the sum of the amounts. So I can just type total here. Okay. And then I will use an Excel function to get the sum of all these entries. So I'll just do equal sign sum. Okay, click on this and select the whole cells where you would have figures. So hit on enter. So as you can see, we have the sum of all the amounts that we have typed here. Okay, so that is it for sample entries. Our next action now is to add drop downs for categories, and to do that I'll just simply select the whole of the cells under category. Okay, then I'll come to my ribbon here, then I would click on data. Okay, and then I will select data validation. I'll add rule. Okay, so I already have the 3 items there, automatically provided. So one thing I can just do is maybe differentiate them with color. Okay, so let's do this color for food, let's do this color for transport, let's do this color for utilities. So one thing you should note is that instead of typing categories each time, what we want to do is to make it smarter, not having to type. So I'll click on done. All right, as you can see, everything extends to all these cells, right? So I can just click on whatever I want for all the cells and all of that. Okay, so that actually looks very beautiful. This helps us keep our records neat, consistent, no more typing errors, spelling transport wrongly and all of that. Our next action is to format our data, and to do that we'll just run through it quickly. I will select all of this data. I want it aligned to the center, right? I want from row 2 to row 12, I want everything bordered. Okay, select all borders. Then this bottom, I only want bottoms border for the total, for the total row. Okay, then I'll choose bottom border. I want this total row, I want it bold, so I'll click on bold. Okay, then this amount column, I want the currency sign to be attached. So I'll just highlight it, come to format, hover my mouse on number and come down here and select Nigerian number. If I don't find this already available here, I can just click on custom currency to go and find it. Okay, so it's already there. To remove this decimal, I can just come here and click on this decrease decimal places. Okay, looking good now. And then I don't want to be typing the date, so I'll just format this part so that the calendar can show up. So I've had it highlighted now, so I'll just click on format. Okay, and then I'll come to data, right? Then I'll click on data validation. Okay, then I'll add rule. Then under criteria, I'll click on drop down. I'll say is valid date. I'll reject the input so that it doesn't allow inputs. You can only select done. So if I double click on any cell here, it bring up a calendar. Then next is for us to just let us add the category column and the amount column into a chart, right? So I'll click insert, then type select chart. Wow, so we have our chart by the side. Okay, this is not responding. Okay, so I'll just drag it to this side. My chart is not responding to me. Okay, looking good now. So let me just expand it a bit by hovering my mouse around here. Then I can make it expanded, right? I can double tap on this amount so that I can change the title. Okay, So let's call that what can we call it? Expense breakdown, right? Expense um, breakdown. Then we can make it bold as well. All right, scroll down here, right, and click on bold. Now it's bold. Okay, so that is that. Let's go on to the next. All right, so it's time for us to test what we have done and also see how we can share it with others. All right, so but before that, let me give you a bonus, right? So I have this list already, right? I have just food, transport, and utilities. So we can actually update the list. That is, we can add other categories. And how we can do that is simply to just click on any one of them, right? See this pen icon here, click on it to edit. Okay, and then it opens up like this, and then you can add another item. So now let's just add education. Okay, and then let's give that a fill color, let's say red. Okay, and done. Apply to all. Okay, so that looks good. So if you click on here, for example, you'll see education here is already there. So I think I also want to drag this total row a bit downwards. Okay, I've done that, and I want to drag this I want to extend it to this part. So I just do Control D, right? Everything is set extended, right? The format, everything that you have there will be extended by using Control D, right? So what we should do now is just to add a few things. Let's just see how our total amounts updates and how our chart also updates. So let me select the date. Today's night. Okay, so now I'll select education. Okay, so I'll say maybe Udemy course. Okay, and say let's say 50,000. Okay, so notice that the amount updates, I mean the total amount updates, and also our chart has updated. Now we have education on the chart. All right, then we can also share this with family and friends. I mean anyone that you think that you want to have access to this document, by simply coming here, right, click on share, right, and you can type in their email address that can access this document. Or if you want just anyone to access it, of course you can select this, right? Currently it's on anyone with the link can access, but if you leave it at restricted, that means it's only people that you provide their email here that can access it. But you can leave it at anyone with the link, and then you just copy the link and do done. Then if you share this link with anyone, they'll be able to access this document. All right, so that is it with sharing. I mean, we've also added some transactions here already. So let's add the payment method. So let's say cash again. All right, so that's how it is. And there you have it. Your own expense tracker built entirely in Google Sheets. If this was helpful, please click like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me what template you'd love to see next. Maybe a sales tracker or invoice template, anything. Meanwhile, don't forget to check out next week's episode where we'll create a professional invoice template from scratch. Till we see you again, please have a good one. Bye.